On this episode of Jeffito's Movie Blog, which movies will make up the top 10 at the box office this weekend? I have my predictions ready to go right now. Welcome back to Jeffito's Movie Blog. I'm Jeff Malicki, and on this channel I bring you movie news, movie reviews, trailer reaction videos, box office predictions, and so much more. If you love movies as much as I do, hit that subscribe button and then be sure to click the bell notification icon so that you don't miss anything. It's been a while since I've done one of these predictions videos, and I do apologize about that. Sometimes life gets in the way, and illness and depression, technical issues, all that kind of stuff. But I'm back. I may be a little bit rusty, but I am feeling pretty good, at least about the top 3, so let's get going. At number 10, I have Isle of Dogs. The stop-motion animated film from Wes Anderson expanded wide last weekend after a few weeks in limited release, which helped it to earn about $5.5 million last weekend. I'm predicting a 36% drop or so, and will say that it'll come in with $3.5 million this weekend. In 9th place is where you'll find the first of this week's new releases, Traffic. It is opening in a little over 1,000 theaters, and I think it will manage to pull in $3.75 million in its debut. At number 8, I have Black Panther. I think it will have a pretty good weekend, relatively speaking, as people get ready for Infinity War, which comes out next week. Last weekend it earned $5.8 million. I'm predicting just a 30 to maybe 31% drop this weekend, and think it will earn another $4 million. At number 7, I have Blockers. Last weekend it managed to bring in $10.8 million. However, with 2 new comedies being released this weekend, I'm not sure if it can hold on. I'm predicting about a 44% drop, and I have it coming in with $6 million this weekend. At number 6, I have Ready Player One. The Steven Spielberg-directed film hasn't lit up the box office like I had hoped, but I still really enjoyed it, and I think it is one of the best films of the year so far. Last weekend it earned $11.5 million. I think it will have about a 39% drop and come in with $7 million this weekend. At number 5, I have Truth or Dare. Blumhouse has perfected the art of creating a horror film for under $5 million, make a profit in its opening weekend, and then if the movie drops off people's radars, they're still in the black. I think that's exactly what's going to happen with this movie. Last weekend it earned $18.7 million on a $3.5 million budget. But I do think it will have a pretty steep drop of around 61% to come in with $7.25 million in its second weekend. That's still more than double the production budget though, so no doubt Blumhouse will still be pleased. In 4th place, I have the first of 2 new comedies this weekend, Super Troopers 2. The sequel to the cult classic stoner comedy from 2001 was made possible in large part by a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo. I think it will earn around $7.5 million in its debut weekend, no doubt helped by its 4/20 release date. At number 3, I have I Feel Pretty. The new Amy Schumer comedy is opening on more than 3,400 screens and has had a pretty positive test screenings. I think it will come in with $16.25 million in its debut weekend. In 2nd place, I have Rampage. It debuted at number 1 last weekend with $35.8 million. I think it will have right around a 50% drop this weekend to come in with $18 million in week 2. And at number 1, I have A Quiet Place going back to the top of the charts. The horror thriller suspense film, directed by its lead actor John Krasinski, earned a little over $33 million last weekend. I think it will have a fairly small drop, around 35%, to earn another $21.5 million this weekend. Those are my predictions. Get your predictions in down below and play along. Are you planning on seeing a movie this weekend, or are you anxiously waiting for Avengers Infinity War to come out next Thursday night? There is talk that it could potentially have the largest domestic opening weekend of all time, beating the $247.9 million record set by Star Wars The Force Awakens in December 2015. Now, I was one of those people who thought that record would be safe for at least a few more years, but now I'm not so certain. Be sure to tune in next week for my actual prediction on just how massive that film is going to be. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Jeffito's Movie Blog. You can watch more by clicking right over here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do so right now by clicking that round icon with my picture on it. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and then share it with other movie fans in your life. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I will see you at the movies. Bye-bye.